Hi, Grant Baker here, and today I'm doing a video of my Ferrari 599 GTO, especially for Ferrari Limited. I bought this car a few years back now in the UK. I couldn't get one here in New Zealand when they knew, because I couldn't get an allocation at the time. But I really do like the spec of this car. It's done in Grigio Titanio, and it's got a matching matte colour on the roof, so it's quite a nice colour scheme. If you look down on the wheels, it's got silver calipers. The other interesting thing on these wheels, or inside the wheels, it's got these things called donuts, which were prevalent on the Formula 1 cars around the time they made the GTOs, around 2010. And these were to help with brake cooling. I see they haven't used them on subsequent cars, so must have developed better technology, but behind those donuts there's still carbon ceramic brakes. It still stops really well. There's quite a few things that differentiate this car from the standard 599 GTB. Some of them are cosmetic in nature, so it's got the black Cavallino Rampante prancing horse on the back. This car was ordered by the original owner with the Ferrari luggage, which I think is a really cool extra. It's badged GTO and made out of Alcantara with the red stitching. If we go back here a little bit, it's got the titanium exhausts and quite aggressive underbody aero, much more so than the normal GTB, and you can see that's all done in carbon fibre, and of course the famous GTO badge. So GTO was only ever put on 3 Ferraris, this one, 250 GTO and 288 GTO, so it's kind of a very special name. The car also looks very aggressive from the front, much more so than a normal 599 GTB. And it's quite a lot faster because it weighs 100 kilos less than a normal 599. Goes to 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in around 3.3 seconds. It's got 660 horsepower. You can always recognize these by the vents in the bonnet, which the standard 599 doesn't have, and I think it gives this car a really aggressive look. Under the bonnet it's got this magnificent V12 engine, a bit over 6 litres, as I said, 661 horsepower, and you can see here how far back in the engine bay the car is, so it's got pretty much 50-50 weight distribution, so the engine's set right back, and of course done in that nice crackle finishing Rosso Corsa colour, so I always like to show people the engine is kind of the centrepiece of the car really for me. Now just a quick look on the inside of the car. So you can see the interior is all done in this grey Alcantara, which matches the exterior. On the floor it's got no carpets, just nice sort of aluminium plate like a racing car. The drilled pedals. And one of the very cool things is when you open it up, on the dash appears the GTO logo. Nice big rev counter in the middle of everything. Steering wheel with the shift lights on it and paddle shifters. Manatino, if you want to wind things up a bit. Of course the best thing is when you start the car up, it's got butterflies on the exhaust system which open up when you first start it up, so it makes a really good noise on startup. Well, don't want to rev it too much when it's cold, but I'll start it in a second. But I just thought it's worth pointing out the 220 miles per hour speedo as well. So we drove this car a bit in Europe and managed to get up over 300 kilometers an hour. I think 307 was the highest we hit, so it's getting 190 miles an hour. So, and you could really drive this car all day at that speed if you had enough open road. Anyway, I'll fire up now. Also came with this Classic A booklet, just outlining the provenance of the car, which comes directly from Ferrari. Fortunately, the first owner gave it to me, because it's often the sort of things people keep as a memento of their car. And here's a couple of pages out of the Classic A booklet. I'll try and turn them over, show you a few without jiggling my phone around too much. So a really cool piece of history to have with the car. The other really cool thing I got from the owner was the original brochure on the 599 GTO. So I'll just turn a couple of pages of this. I'm doing a very good job here, keeping the phone still. It's got a bit of history on the car and what it's about. The original 250 GTO. So I'm really pleased to have this. It's the 288 GTO. I'm really pleased to have this because I think these brochures are almost rarer than the car. It's the only one I've ever seen, and with Ferrari's brochure just seems to be so hard to get, especially these limited edition cars. I hope you enjoyed that video and thanks for watching. Till next time.